Hello, my name is Riva Zmajoki, an author competing against other authors and trying to be excellent, even though I might fail. Even if I fail spectacular in life, it's always better to try than to never try anything, because failure is just a step on the way. We stumble, we fall, we drop into a hole and then dig our way out of it. But that's our path. That's the thing that happened. Just stride on and try something new and never give up. It's my advice. Today I wanted to speak about Dune from Frank Herbert, and I'm not speaking about the movie, I'm speaking about the book. And I read the whole saga that Frank Herbert wrote, and I didn't read what his son wrote. I did a few books and then I gave up because I missed the philosophy too much. I know it's childish and I should give it a try another time in the future. And it's wonderful that he tries, and it's wonderful that the books still persist. But I love the original too much. When you love something so dearly, it's hard to move on and to try something new. But I will. There's a need to move on and try new things and not to be stuck on originals, even if originals are sometimes more fun. So Dune Frank Herbert will soon be in cinema. Hopefully, I really hope it will be in cinema so I can see it in cinema, because I never saw any version of Dune in cinema because I'm too young for that. Yay! As my brother said, the filmography of sci-fi is so far behind the original writing in sci-fi that we are adapting Dune from 64, or what year is it? I'm not quite sure. He said, what's next? Like win for 448, and it's funny and sad at the same time. So I recommend to read the book. I recommend to watch movies, although they can dissuade you from reading. I always recommend reading first and then watching later. Although this review will be really spoilery, so I advise not to watch it if you don't want for the movie to be spoiled, if you never participated in Dune in any form or capacity. If you know your Dune, stick around. So I need 4 more videos for my love review section so I can finish up this this chapter. And I think that Dune is perfect for a love review. And it's not the angle that I saw done really anywhere. I don't know, I watched only one dude who's obsessed with Dune, and he does a lot about it, and it's always fun to watch him. So I don't know the link now, but if you Google Dune, he will probably pop out probably. So Dune, the first book. I must say that the trailer made me a bit anxious. I do love the movie from the 80s, Lynch's movie Dune, and I watched it many times, although it's so ugly when you think about it, and it's far from perfect, but it has that insanity that Dune has, the feel that it's made on tripping on weed or mushroom or something like it. So Dune has this deep philosophical undertone to it, which I do appreciate, but there's also adventure and romance. And for the romance part, this could be a love review just because I love Dune so much, and it influenced my writing in so obvious and many ways that it's ridiculous. But we sci-fi authors are always standing on the shoulders of giants that came before us. Hopefully my shoulders will be sturdy enough to carry someone new in the future. At least someone. So Dune, I was worried by the trailer because it looked so clean, neat, and angsty, and they took a cutest character they could find to play Paul Atreides, and I'm worried. I'm not worried. I hope it will do well, and I won't be too critical of it. I know I won't. I'm not that kind of a person. But Paul Atreides will probably be portrayed as a hero, when in fact he's an anti-hero. He's as Herbert himself put it, it's not a story about a hero to be admired. I'm paraphrasing. I never even heard it originally, but it's a story about. It's a cautionary tale about charismatic leaders, and Paul Atreides is a charismatic leader. You should be fearful before. And even if you put that aside, that he started spoilers, of course, commencing. If you put aside that he started the whole jihad, that so many people were killed because of him, and that he was a ruthless ruler who never resolved his daddy issues, um, he never fulfills his destiny. He fails as a ruler, and he refuses to do the ultimate sacrifice, and ultimately he's a romantic hero who pines over his lost love, and every move that he makes is in fact an attempt to prolong the life of his loved one, Chani. And it's like, it's a sad story when you look at it from that angle. But each decision that he made was for her to be safe. And he's not a selfless hero. He's not the one who saves the galaxy. That's his son, the Leto the Second. Although he's also a tyrant, you should be fearful before, even if his motives are pure and as good as they can be in a ruler. His method is to be so terrible at ruling, to make people fearful before rulers. So it is a cautionary tale about rulers, about giving absolute power to people who don't necessarily deserve it. But also it's about making the humanity, if it is humanity, I was never sure that it was humanity that is in question of that universe, uh, endurance to face off against machines when they return. So I will have to go and read what his son wrote about that clash, but maybe after I write my own clash. So that will be further in the future, but I don't know, will the clash even happen in my universe? I'm not sure about that. So we don't know how close or far I will end up from Dune, but the overreaching arc is similar, even if I'm not dwelling with thinking machines. That is not my course of action, that is his course of action. So the love that we see in Dune, it's not the type of love I'm fan of. It's a predestined love, and it's about, for me, that's a story about how horrible the life where destiny rules is, where you are a slave to your destiny. Because Paul, after he gains his wisdom and his inner sight, is a slave to his inner vision. He can't choose anymore. Whatever he does, everything ends up the same. So he's in a motherfucker puppet of destiny. And his son Leto the Second is a willing puppet, but he's still a puppet because the vision is so strong that he can't sway from this path. So I don't know. It's Lucifer's the final season now dwelled with that, the question of destiny and choice. I'm always more a fan of a choice, because destiny, when it's too rigid, it's like we're playing a game we are not in control of. So I'm more in favor of choice. And but I'm in love with Dune. Dune is like everything a book should be. And in fiction, it's not important do we agree with its philosophy. It's sometimes even better when we don't agree with its philosophy, and it manages to sell us their ideology, and to make us live through something we would never usually do. So it expands our experience as humans beyond things that we are willing to do ourselves. Do you understand? I know I'm a philosopher at heart, and as I get old, that will probably come out of me more. For now, that's it. Go watch Dune, even if I spoiled the whole grand picture, but I didn't speak about the actual events of the first book, so we'll see how the movie goes. Till then, see you around. Bye.